Hey there, friendos! My name's Amber and welcome to Amber Glow Yoga. Let the chants of New Year, New You begin. As trite as it is, I love the fresh start a new year brings. In the coming weeks, I will be sharing some of my journey and how I found the new me, or rather, the true me, and how you can do the same. But I know many of you are anxious to hit those fitness goals right now. So today we're gonna pump it up with a little power flow. Sitting in Sukhasana, easy seated pose, lengthen the spine and close your eyes. Inhale the new year, new opportunities, new growth, new progress. Exhale that self-doubt and any negativity that you've held on to from last year. It's a fresh start. Inhale through the nose. Seal the lips, slight restriction in the throat, and exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Take a few moments to just reflect and think about all the beautiful things that you'll do this year. And then allow the eyes to come open. Moving into some neck circles, drop the right ear to the right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder, face up to the sky and bring it around. One more time, loosening up any stiffness and tightness. And then reverse that circle. Other side. Do this on your own time, and if you find any little sticky or sore places, take a moment and work it out. And then bring it back to center. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder, stretching the side of the neck. Stay here, or extend the right arm out and bring the left hand to the top of the head. Just let it rest there. Don't pull. Release that back to center and right into the other side. So right ear to right shoulder and hold. Or extend the left arm out and bring the right hand to the side of the head. And release. Let's move into that side body just a little bit. So bring the left hand down to the mat, inhale the right arm up, reach and stretch, lengthen the body, and then fold yourself over to the left side. Open the top shoulder and gaze up towards the sky, keeping both sits bones on the ground. Lengthen and reach yourself all the way back to center. Plant the right hand, inhale the left arm up, reach and lengthen. Exhale, fold it over to the right side, gazing up towards the sky. And inhale all the way back to center. Coming into tabletop posture, wrists directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips, nice wide fingertips. Rotate the elbow creases towards the front of the mat, then inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the gaze for cow pose. Exhale, round through the back for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Just take a few more of these on your own time, connecting it to your own breath rhythm. Just finding a little movement in the spine today. And then come back to neutral spine, back to tabletop. Tuck the toes and send the hips up to the place where the ceiling meets the wall for downward facing dog. If your heels don't touch, that's okay. Just make sure that energy is reaching down through the heels like they're yearning down for the floor. Take a few breaths here. And then from the base of the spine, roll yourself out to plank and hold. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll it out. High plank, hold. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. From the base of the spine, through each vertebra, all the way out to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, gaze comes forward. Exhale, walk those feet up to meet the hands, forward fold. Drop the crown of the head. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, circle sweep those arms up overhead. And exhale, the hands to the heart. Immediately swoop those arms back up. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive over back to that forward fold. Inhale, lengthen for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step it back to high plank. Lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana, a little push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Keep the thighs off the floor. Tuck the toes, hips back for downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. Inhale, the eyes come forward. Exhale, the feet come forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold it over. Inhale, swim those arms back up. And exhale, the hands to the heart. We're gonna do this one more time. Inhale, arms come up overhead, big stretch. Exhale, dive it over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands, step the feet back, high plank. Lower down, keep those elbows hugged into the side ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze back between the knees. Lift those sits bones. Inhale, the gaze comes forward. Exhale, feet meet the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, swim it up overhead, reach. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Next, we'll move into chair pose. So bend the knees, send the tailbone down behind you like you're sitting in a chair. Arms come up. Look down and make sure you can see your toes. If not, pull those knees back just a little bit. Keep the chest lifted and the shoulders down. Exhale, fold it over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands. Once again, step it back to high plank. We'll be here a lot today. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift the right leg, keep the hips square, flex through the foot. Pull the knee into the nose. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, bring that right knee to the outside of the right elbow. Inhale it up. Exhale, pull it across the body to the left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose, really pull that belly button to the spine, and then plant the foot between the hands. Drop the back heel, slightly turning out the toes, and come up to warrior one. Square off the hips, make sure that front knee is directly over the ankle. Hold and breathe. Such a beautiful, strong posture. Then moving into warrior two, so fully turning out those back toes so the outside edge is parallel to the back of the mat. Arms come to the front and back, keeping the torso in the center. Inhale, bring that front arm down to the thigh and the back arm up alongside the head, length from fingertips to toes, gazing up at the sky. Inhale, bring it back to warrior two. Back arm reaches behind you, front arm forward, up and back for reverse warrior. And back to center. Cartwheel the hands down, turning in the back foot. Step it back to high plank. Lower down Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath, and then we'll take it to the other side. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring that knee to the left elbow. Inhale, lift. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Step that foot up, drop the back heel, turning out the back foot, swing the arms up for warrior one on the other side. Remember to square those hips. Hug in the low ribs, lift the chest, drop the shoulders. And then opening up to warrior two. Nice, long, strong stance. Fully turned out back foot. Once again, hug in those ribs. Bring the left forearm down to the thigh and the right arm alongside the head, so it's one long line from fingertips to toes. Gazing up. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. Right arm behind the back, front arm forward, up and back for reversed warrior. And coming back. Cartwheel those hands down. Step it back, high plank, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Good job. Take a few breaths. Rise up on the toes, drop the knees, and then sit back into child's pose with the arms extended. Just rest for a moment. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Yes, we're getting stronger. Taking breaks is important too. Coming back to tabletop, tuck the toes, return to downward facing dog. Roll yourself out back to high plank. This time plant the right hand in the center of the mat and open the left arm up towards the sky. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips for side plank. This one's challenging for me. It may be challenging for you too. We're all doing our best. I'm in this with you. Hold and breathe. And bring that left hand down. Bring the left hand to the center and open the right arm up towards the sky. Stacking the feet on top of each other. Hug in those low ribs. You got this. As you see, I'm a little shaky. That's okay. Plant the hands, come back to plank. Lower down Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Ooh, we did it. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe, let that go. If you need to take a moment in child pose, feel free to do that. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, pull the knee into the nose, plant the foot, and come up to high lunge. The back heel stays lifted, energy reaching out through that back heel. Hold. Then bring the arms forward and continue them around to the back. Nice, flat back. Long line from the tip of your head to the tip of your heel. Then shift your weight into that front leg, straighten it out, and come into warrior 3. Keep that back foot flexed. You can keep the arms behind you, out to the side, or bring them in front of you. All right, bring that toe back down. Bring the hands down to the mat and step it back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant the foot. Back heel stays lifted as you inhale up to high lunge. Arms come forward, down and back into flat back. Then shift that weight into the front leg, coming into warrior 3. Whatever you did with your arms on side 1, try it on this side too. I'm a little wobbly, that's okay, just stick with it. Return to high lunge. Drop the hands down to the mat and step it back again to downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale the eyes forward. Exhale, walk the feet up to meet the hands, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit it back once again into chair pose. Bring the arms up overhead, dropping the tailbone down. Lift the chest. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Great job. Almost there. With the feet together, shift your weight into your left foot and lift the right foot to a 90-degree angle, keeping that foot flexed. Bring your left hand to the hips, and you take your right peace fingers, wrapping them around your big toe, extend it out to the front. Open it up to the side. Keep the shoulders square, hips square. And bring it back to center. Release that foot and place it back down. Taking it to the other side. Shifting the weight into the right foot. Lift the left to a 90-degree angle. Right hand to your hip, left peace fingers, hook the big toe and extend it out in front of you. Keep the left shoulder pulled back. Try not to let it wrench forward. Extend it out to the side. Really rooting down through that standing foot, lifting up through the crown of the head. And then bring it back to center. Release that and place the foot back on the ground. You can shake it out. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Heel toe yourself a little wider than the hips, and then turn the toes out. Bring the hands to the heart. Make sure that your knees are tracking over your toes. Take a nice deep squat, sending the tailbone all the way down. If you need to use your hands to help you get there, feel free. And if you need to put a block or a stack of books or a couple pillows underneath your bottom here, feel free to do that. Again, you can keep your hands on the ground or in prayer pose. Using those elbows to open up the knees. This is Malasana, yogi squat. Bring the left hand out to the mat. Reach the right hand up and open the shoulders. Looking up at the ceiling. Bring the hands back to the heart. Take a moment, and then we'll do the other side. Bring the right hand down to the mat and open the left shoulder up. Big stretch. And come back to center. And since your bottom's so close to the ground here, let's go ahead and have a little seat. We're going to extend those legs out in front of us. Give them a little shake if you want to. Flex the feet and inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, flat back, fold over the thighs. You can bring your hands to either side of the legs or hold onto the feet. With each inhale, think of lengthening the back, and exhale, sinking lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink, lengthening those hamstrings. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Bring the feet together for Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose, or butterfly pose, whatever you want to call it. A little easier if the feet are further away, and a little more challenging if you bring them in a little closer to the body. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold it over. You can keep your hands on your feet and use your elbows to press your thighs down if you like, or you can just bring your arms out in front of you if that's more comfortable. Releasing in the inner thighs, groin, glutes and hips. Inhale, lengthen yourself up. Extend those out, and once again, you can popcorn the legs, shake it out. And then scooch down to the end of your mat, plant the feet, extend the arms out in front of you, using the core, slowly roll down one vertebra at a time, all the way onto your back. Plant your feet, pull that belly button in towards the spine, hands down to the mat. Inhale, lift the glutes, or bridge pose. Making sure those knees stay directly over the ankles, tuck the chin to maintain length in the neck. Exhale down. Inhale, lift those glutes, lengthening through the front body. Exhale down. Inhale, lift it up. This time hold. If you want, you can clasp your hands underneath your sacrum to press yourself up higher. Just an option. Release that and exhale it down. Pull the knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug. You can roll out the ankles if you want to. Take a little rock, whatever feels good, kind of massage the low back. Open the arms out to a cactus pose, and then drop the knees to the left side. Gaze turns to the right. If you want, you can bring your left hand down to your thigh, a little added weight. Just make sure both shoulders stay on the mat. Exhale, bring those knees back into the chest. Take a little rock. Arms back to cactus, drop the knees to the right side, gaze turns to the left. And again, if you want, you can bring your right hand down to the outside of the leg, just to kind of deepen the stretch a bit. And on an exhale, bring those knees back in. last little squeeze, a little rock. And then send the legs long down the mat, coming into Savasana. Corpse pose. Let the feet fall open, the palms face up a little bit away from the body, and let the eyes fall closed. This is just as important as all of the challenging strength building work we did today. Rest, recuperate, breathe. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Let your body sink into the ground. Let your face be soft and your mind be quiet. Perhaps your lips slightly part and your tongue falls away from the roof of your mouth. When you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes, roll out the wrists and ankles, and then take a big stretch from fingertips to toes. Roll on over to your favorite side. Take a moment, gather your thoughts, and give yourself a mental pat on the back for doing something awesome to start off your new year. Press yourself up to easy seated pose where we first started. Happy New Year, my friends. Wishing you health and happiness in 2020. See you soon. Thanks for joining me today. If you'd like to connect with me live to ask questions or just hang out, you can find me at twitch.tv/amberglowyoga. We have a whole community. Join us. Let me know in the comments what are some of your 2020 goals and how you plan to achieve them. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.